but I did finish Kaguya-sama season 2.
Good shit.
And fuck, man, you were right.
I
The
told
2 episodes.
I told you.
Fucking ball in my eyes.
Yeah,
at
I
the
was
end.
literally like, I cried, and you looked at me like, what? And I was like, no, I cried.
Am I watching this show?
Yeah, I messaged Kat and I was like, I'm not crying about this episode. You are, and she was like, I told you, and I was like, no, you didn't. You're the one crying. Shut up.
It's so good.
Oh God, it had me. And
I told you I liked the second season even more because you got to know, like, you already, knew the characters, so then they just went more in depth instead of like each episode being more like antics, which I do. I rated both of them a 10. So, but I liked season 2 better just because you just got to know the characters like deeper, and so I just like that.
Season 2 got a 10 for me.
Mhm.
It's because season 1 got a 9, and season 2 got a 10.
Yeah.
Because like I said when we talked about it, like the only reason I didn't give it a 10 is because near the end I was like, all right, like this is just the formula. But I never hit that feeling for season 2.
Yeah.
Plus, most shows that make me tear up, I will put as a 10 anyway.
Just because it
like,
made you cry.
because like if something can get me that emotion, because like it's usually pretty hard for me to like get to that point. I give like writing story, like the story for that stuff, a lot of credit. So
I don't, just because I feel like it's pretty easy to make me
Oh,
cry.
no.
So-
Oh no, absolutely. I cry very easily watching
Yeah.
a lot of stuff. If I just
Too
think
many
about
things would
something
be a
I
10.
like a lot, I'll just start crying about it.
Yeah.
It's been getting like easier for me to cry as I get older.
I feel like that's
Yeah.
I feel like that's really true because lately I've been like, what am I, a pussy? Like why am I crying so much? But I feel like it's so easy. Like I know you guys don't like it that much, but Future Diary, I literally couldn't
loved it.
stop.
I can't believe
I
you
love
I
it.
couldn't stop crying. I
don't
had
know
a
what it is.
meeting, like
You don't
literally,
need
because
to.
I watched the
Should I add it
last.
to the list?
It's
Yes.
it's like the best kind of like high tier anime trash that's like you have
It's
a
so
whole lot of fun
good.
watching, but it's like everything about it's like, oh, this is so anime, but it's so much fun and so
Yeah.
stupid.
It'll most likely be your first introduction to Yandere.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I know of Yandere's.
Yeah,
You
but this
haven't
will be your
watched the
first
show
one.
with
Yeah,
it.
This
see.
is this
Not
one
like
was
a-
like the iconic
This is
Yandere.
this is like the Yandere.
Not a
For like a
dedicated
decade at
Yandere
least.
anime.
Yeah,
I know of
well,
them. I've heard of them.
Yeah, this is like the girl that like
Yeah.
epitomizes Yandere.
Mhm.
All right.
But
Um,
it was just so good, and I watched the last episode during my lunch break at work, and I just couldn't stop crying. I had to go back to work, and I was still just crying. Like I couldn't stop for like 2 hours. It was right before my meeting. I just couldn't stop crying. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Like I have to get on this meeting, and I'm just bawling my eyes out. And I'm pretty sure I just turned off my camera, and I was like, oh, I'm not really feeling that well right now because I was just bawling my eyes out. It was so good. It was so good.
I feel you on that though. Like I don't think I was able to actually cry at movies and things until I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
literally,
I just
nothing.
I think it was
Yeah.
repressed emotions and stuff.
Honestly, probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably the same because I just like it. I used to like it used to. Well, because as a little kid, I used to cry at everything. I was like any.
Bitch.
Yeah, literally. Anything would make me cry as a kid. So then I feel like I like over like what's the word I'm looking for here?
Over-
Overly
cried?
sensitive?
No, like to like fix the like
Oh,
Compensated.
overcompensate. Yeah, overcompensated as like a teenager or whatever. Where I was like, no, like things don't make me cry. And I guess now I'm just like, fuck it, whatever. Like, and then like fucking Kaguya-sama season 2, I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
very different. But for me, the biggest thing was like I watched Saving Private Ryan when I was like 14, and I remember people saying like it's very intense, it's very graphic, it's very blah blah blah, and I was like, oh okay, and I was prepared at going in, and I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
sure, whatever.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Fine. It was fine. It was good. Like I loved the movie, but I was like, yeah, I didn't like it. It was graphic, but I've seen worse, and it's like blah blah blah. And then I watched it when I was like 21. I was like, oh,
Oh.
those were boys. That happened, and I cried like 2 or 3 times.
I guess I'll like it's like Kaguya-sama and like shows like that. Though usually my like eyes will water but it's not like because like it does take a bit for me to actually like cry from a show, but like still. But I like a lot. It's definitely easier for me to like fucking like my eyes to start watering.
Yeah, tearing
from
up
shit now. Yeah,
That's usually what I just count it as. It's like, am I tearing up? Are there like tears
Yes.
falling
Yeah,
down, and
I-
I'm just like kind of feeling it?
Yeah, I
that's
would
what
say that.
Anohana did for me.
Or I get
Anohana
like
is one of the
choked
few
up.
That I
That
actually had
too.
tears like come like actually had tears coming out, and then just like instead of just like my eyes being watery. very few shows have gotten me like straight up tears, like, but I count watering eyes. I'm like, fuck.
I
alright, that
count
hit me,
even
I
just
guess.
getting choked up, but even getting like choked up where I have to like fight back, like, you know, that I know that I will start crying,
Oh,
that
yeah.
that counts. Like, even if I don't actually get the tears out.
That's fine.
Okay.
It's like every time I rewatch Your Name, and I'm like,
Oh my
Don't
god,
cry.
that made
Ugh.
made me cry so
Oh,
much.
and then I cry.